What could you achieve if you were 10 times more confident? Imagine walking into any room with your head held high and speaking without hesitation and really going after your dreams because self-doubt is not holding you back any longer. Seriously, how would your life change if unshakable confidence was your new norm? In this video, you're going to discover 4 powerful ways to skyrocket your confidence. Let's jump right into the good stuff. Confidence means trust. Confidence comes from the Latin root word, which means to have full trust. To have full trust. And to have full trust, you have to have genuine confidence, and that is built on a foundation of self-trust. If you can't trust yourself, you're not going to be confident. It's that simple. And it's eroded by the lies we tell ourselves or the lies we tell other people, broken promises, and commitments that we don't uphold and keep. Because the bottom line is, it feels uncomfortable when our behaviors don't match our values, and that erodes our confidence. To build self-trust, which is what confidence is built upon, simply make and keep promises to yourself and others. When you know you'll do what you say, you've taken a major step towards becoming more confident. I've got a question here at the end of section 1. Do you trust yourself 100%? Really? Second, use role models to your advantage. Think of a real or imagined person that you admire. It could be someone from history like George Washington, or the legendary football coach Vince Lombardi, or maybe someone in your own life. But what you want to do is tap into that person, feel their energy and vibes. What would they do in certain situations? That's what you want to do, is feel that person and embody what would they do in the situation. For this example, I'm picking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Imagine a situation you struggle to be confident in. Maybe it could be asking someone out on a date, or having a difficult conversation because you need to set boundaries and have them respect you. Think of that situation and scenario, and then imagine the person that you picked taking your place. How would they handle it? What would they do? Let your imagination flow and be creative as you let this process go, and you can see what they might come up and do that you might have not even thought of. For me, I saw The Rock, and he interacted with the person who was unfair and treating me rudely. He advocated for himself, but he was open and honest as he did it, and he set a healthy boundary on what he was and wasn't willing to tolerate or do. And he wasn't emotional about it either. He just was like, this is how it's going to be. And when I felt into that, I could feel that strength and that conviction, is that we can do it this way or we can do it that way, but if we do it this way, I'm not going to be any part of it. That's the feeling I got from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in this little exercise I did. Question: who did you imagine taking your place and resolving a problem you have? Part 3, seeking certainty and validation. Why are you unknowingly seeking certainty in your life and validation from others? We all have a need for certainty to some degree, but for others, they take it too far and they really want certainty in all areas of your life. And the root of wanting certainty is you're seeking control. And also, you want predictability. You want to know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. And that is at the root of certainty. We're driven to avoid the discomforts of uncertainty. But the truth is, life is uncertain. We can't control everything. And if we need certainty and control to have confidence, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. The only certainty you can create is internal, inside of you. That's about who you are and how you respond to things. Real confidence comes from internal certainty, but not external certainty that's outside of you that so many people cling to. Seeking outside certainty will only erode your confidence because you won't find it there. It simply doesn't exist outside of you. The second part in section 3 is, why do you need others to validate you? Let that sink in for a second. Why do you need others to validate you? Is it a lack of self-worth? Because a lot of times there's a deep-rooted feeling that you're not good enough, and this lack of self-worth has you go and look towards others to get validated or to say that you're okay. It could be also that you're dependent on external praise and affirmations from others to feel valuable and worthy. Again, you're looking outside yourself, trying to get that validation from others to fill a hole that you have. Or it could be you feel insecure with yourself because you see others as more credible than you. So you're basically putting their value over your own in terms of whose opinion counts the most about who you are. Maybe you're trying to fit in and belong to a group and you're trying to be accepted. So you put their opinions of you over your own and you rank them higher than your own. When you do that, you're avoiding personal responsibility by not evaluating and validating yourself. Again, you're putting that on someone else because it's easier to let someone else do that than do the heavy lifting yourself. But it's not taking personal responsibility and accountability for yourself. And the problem with putting this in someone else's hands is it erodes your self-trust. You can't trust yourself to evaluate yourself properly. And remember, self-trust is the foundation of confidence. So when you're eroding your self-trust by not viewing your own opinions and your own validation more than others, what you're doing is you're eroding your trust and conversely eroding your confidence. This can take a hit on your self-worth too, because you're actually increasing your insecurities. Because now you've taken something that was internal that you had 100% control on, and now you've made it external and you've left it up to chance and outside forces. We have a couple questions at the end of this section. Where are you seeking certainty in your life? Whose validation are you most looking for? Yours or someone else's? Part 4, interpreting feedback. How do you interpret feedback from others? Confident people choose how they're going to get that feedback and what it means. Less confident people, they see it as criticism, negativity, and something that drains them. Confident people view feedback more objectively, and they take a different meaning from the feedback. So how you take the feedback is going to tell you a lot if you're a confident person or a less than confident person. And this is an area you can improve on. Confident people look at constructive criticism. Is it coming from a place of good intentions? And if so, then this is an opportunity for me to grow. They certainly don't tie the feedback back to their self-worth. They ask questions such as, is this true what the person's saying? Is it factual? Is the person giving me insights that I should consider if I want to grow and improve and keep getting better? Will the feedback improve me? Confident people filter out the ridiculous stuff, but they allow the legitimate feedback to help them grow. On the other hand, people with less confidence tend to struggle with feedback, and they tie the feedback to their sense of self-worth. And when they get criticism, they view it as a personal attack and something that's trying to crush them. And they also, their internal dialogue, the inner critic gets going and says, see, other people know you're not good enough too. And the bottom line on all this is if you're getting criticism or feedback and you're feeling all this, you're going to feel defensive if you have less confidence, and you're also going to want to make excuses. So those two things, if you're feeling defensive and you're making excuses, you have to look and say, okay, am I really confident, or am I less confident because I'm feeling defensive and making excuses? But am I willing to improve this? Am I willing to make a leap and get out of this? Also, less confident people tend to catastrophize feedback. They see it just as a horrible, disastrous thing. They also will have a tendency to shut down. they'll feel drained by this type of interaction, and it'll actually unmotivate them. So if you are feeling unmotivated, it could be from a lack of confidence. The biggest difference between confident people and less confident people is their belief about their own self-worth. Confident people feel they have high self-worth. Less than confident people have lower feelings of self-worth. The bottom line is, if you see yourself as valuable, worthy, lovable, acceptable, you will filter out the criticism and the feedback into two categories. One is if it's useful and that's helping you become a better person, or if it's useless and you just let that pass by and go. You don't even need that. Remember, confident people choose how they interpret feedback. The question at the end of section 4, do you interpret feedback like a confident person, or do you interpret feedback like a less than confident person? At the beginning of this video, I asked you, what would life be like if you were 10 times more confident? If you aren't fully confident, this void is filled with lack of confidence and self-doubt. This is how you get stuck and maintain being stuck. Why not shrink your personal doubts and expand your realm of confidence? If you're ready to take the next step, you can click the link in the description for a program to help you. It's called Empowering You. You can also go to my website at bryanorton.com and then click on the Programs tab at the top. If you really want to improve your confidence, this online program is especially designed for you. It's over 10 hours of the best material to help you transform. There are 5 modules in this course. It's helped many people, so why not you? To reward you for taking action, for a limited time, this course is on sale with the coupon code CONFIDENCE. That's the coupon code CONFIDENCE. And you'll get $100 off this effective and popular program. I hope to see you in that course. Live confidently.